Jack dropped a banknote into a cup of hot tea. The paper soaked up the liquid almost instantly. He pulled the bill out and unfolded it carefully. A crisp, brand new note now looked naturally worn and aged. They repeated the process with stack after stack of bills. Each one was soaked, hung on a drying line, and finally blasted with a hairdryer until completely dry. They were going to such great lengths to age these bills, because every single one of them was counterfeit. And compared to brand new notes, old, worn cash made people let their guard down to test how convincing their counterfeits were. The two of them walked into a small shop. Riley handed one of the bills to the shopkeeper to buy something. The shopkeeper took one look and immediately sensed something was off. Riley froze in panic. Jack realized the situation was going bad and lunged forward. He grabbed Riley and yanked him away from the shopkeeper's hand. Luckily, the two brothers slipped away in the chaos of the crowd. They had thought counterfeiting money would be easy, but their first batch was exposed in seconds. Jack stared at the failed bills and began to rethink everything. They had been wrong from the start. Indian currency was printed on a special cotton-based paper, and this material felt completely different from regular wood pulp paper. It also produced a very distinct, crisp sound. Then there was the color-shifting ink. At different angles, the ink changed shades visibly. And of course, the embedded security strip. If they wanted to create high-quality fakes, they would have to solve all of these problems. And every detail on the notes needed to be drawn by hand, because the microtext printed on real bills would appear distorted if scanned, even with the world's best equipment. So the only solution was hand-drawing the initial artwork, then shrinking it down, engraving it, polishing it, and applying chemical treatments. Only then could they produce a proper printing plate. But since the cotton-based paper was tightly controlled by the Indian government, they had no way of buying any. Their only option was to find a substitute that felt similar. After days of searching, Jack finally spotted a clue in an advertising booklet. They discovered that by layering two sheets of paper together, they could get almost the exact feel of the real thing. Even the thickness matched. They bleached the sheets, printed each side separately, punched holes in the front layer, inserted the security strip, then glued everything together. This created a perfect sandwich structure. With the paper solved, they moved on to the second problem, the color-shifting ink. By mixing commercially available metallic paint and ink, he produced a color-shifting effect realistic enough to fool most people. They coated the bills with a layer of clear varnish, giving them the crisp texture of real currency. Then they artificially aged the notes again. To test the quality of their new batch, they returned to the same street corner shop.